Welcome back to DIY No Need to Cry with Ivelisse. DIY Decoupage Makeup Caboodle with glitter glue. What I used, all items are listed in the description box. I first took all the hardware off. Then spray painted it with a metallic chrome color and set that aside to dry. I traced the bottom of the caboodle onto the back of zebra print glitter cardstock twice, one for the bottom and one for the top. Then cut them out. To get the exact shape and size, I placed it on the rim of the caboodle and pressed down on it to get the imprint. I then cut that out. Do the same for the lid. I then sprayed each one with a glitter sealer and set that aside to dry. Using a Pouncer brush and white acrylic paint, I painted the top of the lid as well as the outside walls of the caboodle. Let that dry. Then using black acrylic paint and a Pouncer brush, I painted the inside walls and rim of the lid. Do the same with the caboodle, then set that aside to dry. Once that's dry, I unfolded the tissue, took the plies off, and placed it to see what part of the tissue I was going to use. Using a clean brush, I put Mod Podge on the top of the lid, placed the tissue, and using a crumpled up piece of plastic wrap, I lightly smoothed the tissue out. Make sure the edges are glued down. Do the same thing to the caboodle, then let that dry. Using a nail file, I sanded the excess tissue off the edges of both pieces. I then gave both pieces a coat of Mod Podge and let that dry. Then I painted the sides of the lid and touched up the areas where I sand off the tissue with black acrylic paint. Let that dry. I then painted the bottom of the caboodle and touched up any spots of the rim with black acrylic paint. Using a clean brush and Americana triple thick brush on glaze, I coated both and let that dry. Using a glue gun, I glued a ribbon all the way around the lid. I then glued some ribbon onto the inside of the lid and then glued the glittery zebra print cardstock on top. Using makeup brushes as a guide, I hot glued some loops, then cut off the excess ribbon. I then added all my glitter to both pieces using glitter glue. Let that dry. Lastly, put all the hardware back on and attach the handle to the lid and you're done. I saw this tissue and had to make this for my friend Brandy. She's an amazing self-taught makeup artist and loves glitter, so I thought this would be perfect. Her Instagram link is in the description box if you want to go check her work out. If you want to see how I made the handle, the link is in the description box. I also added glitter letters and the link to where you can get those are also down below. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if this is your first time watching, I hope you consider subscribing to get updates on future videos. And remember, do it yourself. There's no need to cry.